Wherever Noel went, it was the first question, wasn't it?
All right. Is there any update on that? If he does call you and he says, come on, let's get it on.
Well, he hasn't called, has he? So we'll cross that bridge when he comes.
Call me. Call me. Right, let's see what you've got to say. You won't speak to me. I know you won't speak to me. He's a coward.
Oasis are now back. Great news for everybody. The band, fronted by Mancunian brothers Liam and Noel Gallagher, have announced, that they're reunited.
There was that moment at the end of the first gig where, as it all finished, you and Liam were walking off and you gave each other a little hug. How emotional was that for you?
It's great just to be back with Bonehead and Liam, and I'm proud of him. I kind of look at him and I think, good for you, mate. He's been amazing.
I hate asking this as much as you probably hate answering it, but it is a story that does move along and gather pace. I don't know if you're aware of it, I'm sure you are. Before the game started, your brother Liam tweeted, if Man City win the Champions League, I'm going to call my brother and bring the band back together. What's the latest on that? Has he called you? Did you know about that, by the way? I'm sure he did.
No, I don't read that. I'm not on social media. No, I didn't know about it, but no, I haven't heard from him, no.
Okay.
Has he got your number?
I think he could find it. If you've got it, he's got it.
All right. Is there any update on that? If he does call you and he says, come on, let's get it on.
Well, he hasn't called, has he? So we'll cross that bridge when he comes.
All right. So
fingers crossed.
Liam, if you're listening, cool.
Which brings me to this. Are you going to get back with him?
Well, I put it out there. He won't call. I mean, he should call me because he's forever going on about it. You'd have thought by now he'd have some kind of plan, and he should. If he's got a plan, he should get someone to call. He doesn't even have to speak to me. He won't speak to me. I know he won't speak to me. He's a coward, right? So he should get some of his people, his agent, to call my people and say, look, this is what we're thinking, and then we'll have a conversation about it. Until then, he's been a little bit disingenuous with his beloved fans. I mean, I was never an Oasis fan. I've become actually more appreciative of your music as the years have gone past.
I knew there was always something wrong.
No, mate. Listen, I didn't listen to it. I mean, Jim was a Blur fan, always a Blur fan. I was a little bit more Richard Ashcrofty, and I was always the specials were my thing. That's why I got them back together.
We're not caring about you. Great.
No. But I'm saying to him, does he want to get back? Do you want to do it?
I've always said that things are best left in the past. But if he is. The thing with Liam is, you read these things every day. He's saying on his thing, it's happening. So he gets people's hopes up, right, all over the world. And then I get asked about it, and I have to look like saying, well, it's news. And I have to look like I'm, dropping a big foot on it. Call me. Right, let's see what you've got to say.
Why won't he?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you get him in?
He was in here not that long ago, and he was brilliant in this place. He was chatting to everybody, and I half thought of asking him.
Yeah, you should do. People ask me enough, but I mean, he's well, you can't do anything more than that.
It's 30 years of definitely maybe next year.
Why not? I suspect that he doesn't want to do it, but he just likes saying that he does want to do it. Do you know what I mean? Because he's got his own thing going on. He's selling out Nebworth and all that kind of thing. What does he want to share it with me for? I'm cool with what I'm doing. He's smashing it. Why be disingenuous with people? You know it's not happening. And if you've got a plan, give me a ring.
So you're open to it. If you get
I'm
open
to a phone call for a conversation. Yeah. Other than that, stop playing with the kids. It's not fair on the fans. It's not fair.
The worst kept secret music. 15 years after disbanding in chaos, record-breaking Oasis are now back. Great news for everybody. The band, fronted by Mancunian brothers Liam and Noel Gallagher, have announced, that they're reunited.
And now we know what's happening. Oasis are getting back together, and it all kicks off in Cardiff next summer, July 4 and 5 at the Principality Stadium. In a joint statement, Simon, the band said this morning, the guns have fallen silent. The stars have aligned. The great wait is over. Come see. It will not be televised. They're going to make an enormous amount of money, are they not?
I think the economic scale of this tour will be very significant. And why shouldn't they take the benefit of... They've been a very important band. They have a huge following. We live in a world where people reform, relationships patch up. And with the economic scale of such a thing, I would imagine it's quite irresistible. And given the fact that there was such a clamour for it, wherever Noel went, it was the first question, wasn't it?
whatever he was talking about, the first or second question would be the reformation of Oasis.
Yeah.
And the timing's right for a variety of reasons. And the scale and opportunity and all the benefits of it will be remarkable. They'll enjoy themselves, despite whatever recriminations they may have had over the period of time. Once they're playing and they do their 16 or 18 gigs or whatever they're going to do, they will reap the benefits of it, because their catalogue of work has meant so much to so many people. And they will also get a great sense of achievement, because, Noel's 57 years of age. How many times do you get an opportunity to have a swan song of this particular scale?
Yeah.
I think it's one of those moments in time.
Well, just before we came on air, I spoke to the man, Simon, who discovered Oasis. He was in here not that long ago, Creation Records boss, Alan McGee. He knew about it, but only yesterday. This was Alan speaking to me a short time ago.
I mean, what's brought it about? I take it he and Liam have now fallen back in love.
It's just brothers, mate, isn't it? It's families, do you know what I mean? Why it's good, Jim, is it's good for music. The media, and I'm not talking about you and Ali McCoy here and Simon Jordan, but the media has really disproportionately kind of victimised rock and roll bands. Maybe that's the wrong word for it, but isolated them. And Oasis have brought it back and just went, this is how big it actually is. And you can't deny it. It's like 4 Wembleys, and it's a massive thing. And Oasis are the best of that genre, rock and roll band, still young. And in their 50s, but they're still great. A lot of people want to see that. So it's good for music, it's good for them as brothers and a family, and it's good for us, as people that just love music. So I can't see a downside to Oasis coming back. I think it's going to be brilliant.
I came to see you in Cardiff on the first night, and then I saw you again at Wembley, and I thought both gigs were absolutely incredible. Have you, out of all the gigs you've done so far, are you stunned at just how well it's been received so far?
Yeah, completely blown away. Everyone is. It's difficult to put it into words. Actually, it's kind of every night is just every night is the crowd's first night. Do you know what I mean? So every night's got that kind of same energy to it. But it's been truly amazing. I'm not usually short for words, but I can't really articulate it at the minute, to be honest.
Can I ask you, because I was in Cardiff waiting there for the first time for you to come on stage, I was quite emotional about it. People I was with were quite emotional. I just wonder how you were feeling with you maybe 5 minutes to go and you're on the ramp, you're just about to go on stage with, it was you and your brother Liam and the rest of the guys. How were you all feeling at that moment? Because it was in a moment when no one really thought that was ever going to happen again.
Well, we're not really a band who kind of have huddles before we go on or anything like that. I can't speak for anyone else, but for me personally, I grossly underestimated what I was getting into. It was kind of, after about 5 minutes, I was like, all right, can I just go back to the dressing room and start this again? Because this is way I've done stadiums before and all that, but I don't mind telling you, my legs had turned to jelly after about halfway through the second song, and I could have done with going back and taking a minute, but it's been an amazing thing. It really is an amazing thing.
There was that moment at the end of the first gig where, as it all finished, you and Liam were walking off, and you gave each other a little hug. How emotional was that for you? Because it looked pretty emotional.
We're not those kind of guys, really. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of it's great just to be back with Bonehead and Liam, and just be doing it again. I guess when it's all said and done, we'll sit and reflect on it. But it's great being back in the band with Liam. I forgot how funny he was. Liam's smashing it. He's I'm proud of him. He's kind of. I've been being a song front in a band for 16 years. I know how difficult that is. You know what I mean? And I know, and I couldn't do the stadium thing like he does it. It's not in my nature. But I've got to say, man, I kind of look around and I think, good for you, mate. He's been amazing.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.